Welcome to the Stanford Lee Show. This week, do magical curses really exist? King Tut is proof. So our story centers around Egypt. During the 1920s and the excavation of Tutankhamun's grave, British archaeologist Howard Carter was with his financier, and it was really exciting. This event of unearthing the chamber of Tutankhamun was like in all the newspapers. It was kind of like the event of its time, and it still is popular today. And probably Tutankhamun is the most popular of the pharaohs and what we know about ancient Egypt. But he was with his financier. He was with his financier George Herbert, and he was one of the first to get sick. So weeks after this event, he died, and then other people connected with the expedition started dying and dying and dying. Before they did proper research and studies around it, it was in all the newspaper that it was this curse that they had opened the holy chamber of Tutankhamun, and something kind of scary happened, like in The Mummy or something, or you could imagine scarabs crawling out or something scary like that. But further research indicates it was something pretty common, that it was a kind of mold that these people were affected by and died. So, and they found that the local Egyptians were not affected by it, so they had some kind of immunity. And that's what's interesting about curses. It's like it's not always something that's against you or something that happens in a supernatural level. It's like when you find out the explanation, like mold. It's really pretty simple, but it does make for a good story, and you don't let facts get in the way of a good story. I thought about stuff from my own vault, I guess my own creative vault, things that I kind of have hidden away. And I was in this project. I've been in a lot of curse projects, but let's just say projects not counting work. And I was really kind of scared, and I guess maybe put off or aggravated by it at the time. But there was these Hot Topic kids. Is that the right way to say it? They were like mall goths, which is cool. Maybe we were all kind of mall goths back in the day. They were, like trying to do some hocus pocus at my gig because they got upset at one of my songs. I think I was kind of ironically, maybe, or just for fun, doing a gospel song, and we had been on the marquee as this kind of, scary, undead kind of thing. And, then it's like, I do a few songs like that, and then I throw a gospel song in the middle, and I just get cursed, They just like, pull out their curse books and start reading out of them literally at the concert. So I was kind of amused by that. That's the thing, you don't let things like that discourage you or play in your mind. It's kind of like, really great because you can always tell those stories later. But this is such a song that I wrote because it feels like it's from that era. And it is about curses, but it's about, we kind of live in an existence that we're vulnerable to things, outside forces, and yet we find ways to prevail and live on. And the song is called We Live. my kind of inspiration was trying to take songs, you know, from doing them with guitar and a notebook and bring them into the studio. So like a totally different approach to songwriting, not so much the, you know, sit on the sofa with a guitar and, you know, that kind of thing. I think it's more immediate in the studio. It kind of forces you to make choices where, you know, maybe you don't think so hard about certain words or, you know, try to be an English poet. You just try to get something down that sounds good with your voice. What I learned was something listening to interviews with great producers like Eddie Kramer and Bob Ezrin that had worked with Peter Criss of Kiss. Why was that band so good? I mean, they were just good, obviously, but I mean, just something about the energy of it, just like everything came together. Their beats are really simple. A lot of their guitar playing is just kind of in the pocket and, you know, really good stuff. But I think a lot of it has to do with the singing and songwriting. But another thing was I was getting this demo-itis, you know, it's like you're in the studio and you know, get some beats from a library and put it in your song, and it's like it should sound great, but it's just, you know, not. You go to the drum set and play it yourself, it's like then it sounds exactly the same. So I was kind of getting that you know, kind of thing going on in the studio, and listening to Peter Criss and how he actually worked kind of influenced me to just try something different. And what I did was use the talkback. In big studios, the talkback is that thing where they, you know, they kind of go, you know, they get on the intercom and like, okay, can we do that take again? You know, it's like a, you know, just some box or something where they can, the artist and the producer can communicate. And I just started, rather than using metronomes, just, you know, kind of talking, you know, using the talkback or recording, you know, my voice in a loop, counting out the beat in different ways. And so that way it's not the same, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, kind of feel. And that's it. That's what kind of got me into a different feel with this song. It almost has like a 7-count feel in some places and almost a 5/4 kind of beat in others. And it just sounds kind of like, you know, 4 on the floor, but it's that little bit of difference is, I think, what gives it, you know, some life and, you know, just makes me want to complete the song. And that's really where I started, writing in the studio and working on the drum set. So I hope you like it. I'm going to perform this song acoustically now. We Live.
Poppy feels spinning in my mind. To show you, baby, we live, we don't feel. We live on. We live without fear like gods of the afterlife. Already got to see what's behind this tapestry, uncanny valleys in which we dream. To show you, baby, we live, we don't feel. We live on. We live without fear like gods of the afterlife. And we wake up every day, push back time so we can stay on a throne of dreams in which we lay. to show you, baby. To show you, baby. We live, we don't feel. We live on. We live without fear like gods of the afterlife. We live 24/7. We live trying to get to heaven. We live and feel unforgiven. We live.